Welcome back to our virtual discussion, grade 5 learners. So this video lesson is a continuation of our previous discussion, which is the introduction to fraction. But in this video, I will be discussing how to add or subtract similar, dissimilar, and mixed fractions. So doon sa discussion natin last time, diniscuss natin or in-enumerate and then binigyan natin ng meaning what is a similar fraction, what is the similar fraction, what is a mixed fraction, and then how to change the similar fraction to similar fraction. And then si mixed fraction to improper fraction and vice versa. Yun po yung mga diniscuss natin na yun can be applicable in this topic. So let's start with the addition and subtraction of similar fractions. How are we going to add or subtract similar fractions or fractions with the same denominator? So to add or subtract similar fractions, just simply add or subtract the numerators of the addends, then copy the common denominator. Express the sum or difference in simplest or lowest term or lowest form if possible. So ayan, sabi, we just simply add or subtract the numerators and then copy lang po natin yung common denominator. If pwedeng i-simplify, i-simplify. How? By getting the GCF of the numerator and the denominator, then divide both sides. So, applicable or i-apply na natin dito yung natutunan natin about GCF. So, papaano ang pagkuha ng GCF ng dalawa or higit pa na number? So, yun po yung i-apply natin dito sa process na to para ma-simplify natin ang isang fraction. So, syempre, kapag words lang, hindi natin siya masyadong maiintindihan. Let's apply those words in an example or sa mga several example. First is 5/10 plus 2/10. Sabi doon sa ating definition, i-add lang daw po natin ang numerators and then ikakopy natin ang common denominator o yung parehas nila na denominator. Therefore, our answer for this expression is 7/10. Again, numerator natin yung nasa taas na number, denominator yung nasa baba ng fraction bar. So, 5 plus 2, that is 7. Kakopy lang po natin si denominator. Let's apply this one in a subtraction or sa pagbabawas naman. 7/25 minus 4/25. So, 7 minus 4, and then copy lang po natin si 25. Therefore, our answer for this expression is 3/25. For number 3 naman, kahit pa tatlo ang fraction natin na pagsasamahin, as long as pare-parehas ang denominator nila, yung numerator lang ang i-add natin. 4 plus 1 plus 5, and then ikakopy lang natin ang denominator. Therefore, the answer for this expression is 10/13. Last example for this part, we have 5/10 minus 1/10. So again, parehas ang denominator, isusubtract lang po natin ang ating numerator. 5 minus 1, that is 4. Then, copy lang natin ang denominator. We're gonna have 4/10. So, 4/10, pwede po natin siyang simplify or paliitin. How? By getting the GCF o kaya naman tingnan natin kung saang number siya divisible. So, in that case, 4 and 10 divisible by 2. So, we divide both number by 2. Therefore, our answer for this expression is 2/5. Again, simplify the answer if possible. Kung hindi naman, kung wala na siyang divisor or hindi na siya divisible by other number, pwede na tayong mag-stop doon. So, yun po. For you to be able to add or subtract similar fractions, just simply add or subtract the numerator, copy the common denominator. Simplify your answer if possible. Next subtopic is addition and subtraction of dissimilar fractions. So, ayan. Dun sa previous discussion or previous video lesson, na banggit ko na hindi po tayo makakapag-add or makakapag-subtract ng dissimilar fractions unless we convert it into similar fractions. Therefore, kapag naka-encounter na tayo ng ganito, sa ating discussion or sa ating mga sinasagutan na exercises or activities, kailangan po natin munang i-convert into similar fractions si dissimilar para mai-add natin o kaya naman mai-subtract. How? Ito po yung process. To other subtract the similar fractions, change them to similar fractions, then follow the process of adding or subtracting similar fractions. So, after po natin siyang ma-change into similar fraction, babalik po tayo doon sa first step na ginawa natin. Babalik po tayo doon sa addition and subtraction of similar fraction. I-add na natin yung numerator, susubtract na natin ang numerator, and then ika-copy na lang natin ang denominator. So, how? Tingnan natin. Let's apply these words or this definition in an example. So, I have here two options. Bakit po two options? So, depende po sa inyo kung saan kayo madadalian. Option 1 or option 2. For me, option 1 is the longer version, and then option 2 is the shorter or yung shortcut na version ng addition and subtraction of the similar fraction. Let's start with the option 1. So, for option 1, i-apply po natin si changing the similar fractions to similar. So, ano po, di ba, madami yung steps na yon. Step 1 is step 2, step 3, and then step 4. Yung ang final step na natin is naka-change na siya into similar fraction. Yun po yung gagawin natin for option 1. So, una, find the LCD. After finding the LCD, i-divide naman natin si LCD by the denominators ng ating mga dissimilar fraction. So, eto, for first fraction. So, 20 divided by 4. After getting the quotient, multiply by the numerator to get our numerator, yung bago nating numerator. Repeat the process para doon sa second fraction. Divide, and then after dividing, multiply para makuha natin yung next numerator niya. So, yan. Naka-change na siya into similar. After changing into similar fraction, tsaka na tayo mag-add. So, add the numerator, 15 plus 4, and then copy lang natin si 20 since parehas na sila ng denominator. Therefore, ang answer natin dito is 19 over 20. So, kung makikita ninyo dun sa process, medyo may chances or may chance tayo na malito kasi magdi-divide, mag-multiply, divide, multiply, and then tsaka ka mag-add. So, para maiwasan po natin ang lito, pwede po tayo or pwede natin gamitin si option 2. So, ano po ang process ni option 2? So, first, rewrite the whole thing. After that, gagamit na lang tayo ng cross multiplication. Puro multiply lang, wala tayong gagamitin na division. Unlike dito sa option 1, nagdi-divide muna tayo bago mag-multiply. Dito sa option 2, more on multiplication ang gagamitin natin. And then, para makuha yung final answer, tsaka tayo mag-add. So, first step, ayan, yung may bilog. So, ano pong gagawin? We multiply the first numerator by the second denominator. Kaya naging 15 ang sagot natin. 3 times 5 equals 15. And then plus, para po sa second numerator, same process. Multiply the numerator, yung second numerator by the first denominator. 1 times 4. So, kaya tayo nagkaroon ng 4. And then, para naman sa denominator, multiply lang din natin yung dalawang denominator, which is 4 times 5. Kaya ang sagot natin ay 20. Kung i-compare natin kay option 2, parehas na yung magiging process or parehas na yung magiging sagot. 15 plus 4, and then ika-copy lang po natin si 20 as our denominator. Therefore, our answer is 19 over 20. So, pinakita ko parehas si option 1 and si option 2 para kayo na yung pumili kung saan kayo nadadalian. As long as yung final answer natin ay the same o kaya naman naka-simplified form. In this case, hindi po natin pwedeng ma-simplify si 19 over 20. So, stop na po tayo sa process na yan. So, again, pwede po kayong gumamit ng option 1. Pwede kayong gumamit ng option 2. Nasa sa inyo kung saan kayo madadalian. Now, let's apply this one in subtraction. So, we have 5 over 7 minus 2 tenths. So, option 1 natin, change it to similar fraction first. So, kunin si LCD, we divide, then multiply, divide, multiply, then tsaka tayo magsusubtract, simplify if possible. So, ang final answer natin is 36/70 or 18/35. So, si 18/35, siya na yung simplified form natin. Paano natin siya sinimplify? By getting the GCF of 36 and 70, which is 2. So, dinivide natin both number by 2, kaya tayo nagkaroon ng 18/35. For option 2, again, rewrite natin. First step, cross-multiply para sa numerator. Again, another cross-multiply for the numerator. And then, multiply lang natin ang denominator para makuha natin ang common denominator nila. After getting the common denominator, subtract na natin si numerator, 15 minus 14. Therefore, 36/70 pa rin ang sagot or 18/35. Again, nasa sa inyo kung ano yung mas madali, kung si option 1 ba o kaya naman si option 2. So, yun po ang process on how to add or subtract the similar fraction. So, change muna natin the whole thing into similar fractions before tayo mag-add or before tayo mag-subtract. The last subtopic for this video lesson is addition and subtraction of mixed fractions. So, doon sa discussion natin or sa previous discussion, sinabi natin or nalaman ninyo na ang mixed fraction with whole number na siya. Whole number and a proper fraction. But how are we going to add or subtract two or more mixed fraction? Okay. So, to add or subtract mixed number or fraction with proper similar fractions, meaning parehas ang denominator ng mga fractional parts niya, we just simply add or subtract the whole numbers and the fractional parts. So, si whole number kay whole number, numerator kay numerator, copy the denominator kapag similar fractions sila. Pero kapag hindi sila similar fraction, ito yung magiging process natin. So, convert the dissimilar fractions into similar fractions, then proceed to addition and subtraction. Ko-convert muna natin sila into similar, tsaka tayo babalik doon sa first step, dito sa addition and subtraction of mixed fraction. Kapag naman daw dissimilar fraction, kapag naman daw ang sum ng dissimilar fraction natin ay improper fraction, add the whole number with the sum of the whole number. So, i-add po natin yung whole number doon sa sum ng ating mixed fraction. So, let's have an example for this one. We have 9 and 1/10 plus 2 and 5/10. So, ano po yung gagawin natin? Since similar fraction na sila, we just simply add the whole number and then add the numerator. Copy lang natin si denominator. So, our answer for this one is 11 and 6/10. So, kung mapapansin ninyo, si 6/10, pwede po natin siyang isimplify. Kung pwede pong isimplify ang fractional parts, go, isimplify. As long as tatama or tama ang ating pagsisimplify. Si whole number po, wala tayong gagawin sa kanya, kundi ang i-rewrite. So, in this case, 6 and 10, divisible by 2 sila. Therefore, i-divide natin both numerator and denominator by 2 para makuha natin yung simplified form. Therefore, our final answer for this expression is 11 and 3/5. So, ayan, si 3 and si 5, yung naging quotient natin after i-divide si 6 and si 10 by 2. So, dahil wala na po silang or hindi na siya madi-divide by other number, stop na tayo sa process na yan. Next, paano naman kapag dissimilar? Addition, pero dissimilar fraction yung fractional parts. So, ang gagawin po natin dyan is to change the dissimilar fractions to similar fraction. I-change muna natin siya sa similar bago tayo mag-add. So, ano pong gagawin sa whole number? Pwede po muna natin siyang iisang tabi or itabi muna natin siya. Gawin muna nating similar fraction yung mga fractional parts bago tayo mag-add. mag-add. By doing so, eto po yung kakalabasan niya. So, hindi na pinakita ni teacher kung paano mag-change ng dissimilar fraction kasi dun sa previous lesson naman natin is na-discuss ko na siya. So, after changing dissimilar fractions to similar, tsaka na tayo mag-a-add. So, whole number kay whole number, numerator kay numerator, copy the denominator. Therefore, our answer for this one is 3 and 7/10. How about kapag subtraction naman siya? Same process pa din. Ang pinagkaiba lang is nagbabawas tayo or nagsusubtract. Nagkakaroon ng subtraction sa ating fraction. So, 2 and 5/10 minus 1 and 2/10. Therefore, answer natin is 1 and 3/10. Si 3/10, hindi na siya pwedeng simplify. Stop na tayo dyan. What if you have a dissimilar fraction? So, kapag dissimilar fraction po siya, change it to similar fraction first before you subtract. So, kapag sinange po natin, ito yung kakalabasan. Again, hindi ko na pinakita how to change kasi review na lang or i-review na lang yung ating previous lesson about changing dissimilar to similar. Then, proceed sa subtraction. We're gonna have 4 and 4 and 1/15. So, simplified na siya. Hindi na natin siya masisimplify or hindi na siya divisible by other number. Stop na tayo dyan. Next example, what if whole number and a mixed fraction lang siya? Kapag ganito ang case, okay lang or madali lang siyang isolve kung addition. So, kapag addition po yung ating operation, we just simply add the whole number and then ikakopy lang po natin yung ating fractional part. Therefore, ang answer natin dito ay 9 and 3/5. What if ganito naman ang ating maging example or ang ating maging problem? Dito na po tayo magkakaroon ng borrowing or magre-regroup na tayo. Magbaborrowan tayo kay 7. So, paano po tayo magbaborrowan? Think of a number na kapag kinuha mo siya or yung fraction na yon, ang equivalent niya ay 1. So, since meron na tayong given dito, ang given fraction part natin or fractional part natin ay 3/5, pwedeng eto na po yung gamitin natin. Ito na yung gagamitin natin as a fraction. So, improper fraction. So, same ang numerator at same ang denominator. And then, etong si 7, mababawasan na siya ng isa. Kapag ginawa natin yon, ang magiging sagot natin or ang magiging expression na natin ay 6 and 5/5. So, eto, kapag kinuha natin yung equivalent niyan, 7 pa rin. After that, rewrite lang natin yung second fraction. So, 2 and 3/5. Pwede na tayong mag-subtract or pwede na tayong magbawas. So, again, gamitin na natin para mas mapadali yung ating pagsusolve kung ano po yung fractional parts na nandito or given natin, yun na po yung gamitin natin pag tayo ay magbaborrow para mas madali po ang ating pag-a-add o kaya naman ang pag-subtract. So, proceed na tayo sa subtraction. Whole number minus whole number, numerator minus numerator, copy the denominator. Therefore, our answer is 4 and 2/5. So, again, simplify if possible. If not, stop na tayo. So, that is our topic or our lesson for this video lesson. We discussed how to add or subtract similar fractions, dissimilar fractions, and mixed fraction. So that ends our lesson or our discussion for this video. Hope this video helps you to understand more about addition and subtraction of fraction. Thanks for watching and see you in our next discussion. Happy learning!